We shall read a few lines from the Kingdom of the Greater Knowledge, Book 2, Canto 15. Ashwapati has climbed above all the spiritual planes, and now he is entering into the world, into the realm of superconscious knowledge. In the Life Divine, we have a very brief description. I will read that little sentence from the Life Divine. In the superconscious, beyond our present level of awareness, are included the higher planes of mental being, as well as the native heights of supramental and spiritual being. So Ashwapati is now entering from the overmental into the supramental regions, into the native heights of supramental and pure spiritual being. That itself is a tremendous siddhi. He has explored all the dimensions of the lower creations, and he wants to find out the source of all that is happening here and the power which can change things in this creation here. So he is now climbing up, Arohana, or he is ascending the slopes of heaven, climbing up the ascending slopes of heaven, as the Veda would say. And now he is in the realm of the greater knowledge. We have here, for instance, a description something like this. A light was around him, wide and absolute. Wide and absolute. Nothing could confine it, nothing could oppose it, limit it, restrict it. Absolute. A diamond purity of eternal sight. A consciousness lay still, devoid of forms, free, wordless, uncoerced by sign or rule, forever content with only being and bliss. There is all luminosity everywhere, a kind of quiescent Satchitananda. It is in that state Ashwapati is now, a quiescent Satchitananda. The dynamic aspect of Satchitananda will emerge separately, but now his first entry is into the quiescence of Satchitananda. Out of the sphere of mind, he had arisen. Mind, not only the Manomaya Purusha's mind, but all the ranges of mind, higher mind, illumined mind, intuition, even our mind, all the ranges of spiritual mind, above them he has risen. Out of the sphere of mind he had arisen. He had left the reign of nature's hues and shadows. Reign of nature's hues and shadows, the multiplicity, the variegated forms and voices and feelings and emotions, thoughts, whatever is there, all those things are left behind. In other words, the multiplicity of creation or the overmind is now transcended, and he is in the world of the superconscience. He dwelt in his self's colorless purity. It was a plane of undetermined spirit. All the features were there, but they have not taken yet definite forms. A white flower in the house of all delight. Here came the thought. He is in a realm now where he is seeing things, different things happening. What? Here came the thought that passes beyond thought. Hear the still voice which our listening cannot hear. We don't have good ears to listen those voices. We don't have good eyes to see those beautiful things. We don't have perceptions to feel their beauty, love, joy, happiness, power, sweetness, harmony, whatever they are. We don't have those faculties in us. Faculties which are mind-born are incapable of discerning those things. Here came the thought that passes beyond thought. Hear the still voice which our listening cannot hear. The knowledge by which the knower is the known. The oneness of the knower and the thing known, the object and the subject identity is already established in that consciousness. The apprehending and comprehending modes of understanding things has become one in terms of identity. The knowledge by which the knower is the known. The love in which beloved and lover are one. They are definitely two. There is the lover, there is the beloved. But behind them, the oneness is in love. It is the love which really makes them two for a certain play. And it is that play which is the purpose of this manifestation. And it is that play in its purity which has to happen here. It is that love which should now rule all our feelings, emotions, relationships in this world here. The love in which beloved and lover are one. He stood in an original plenitude. He stood in an original plenitude. Vastness, richness, abundance. It is in that realm of gold, in that realm of plenty, in that realm of fullness of whatever is required is there, is present there. It is in that realm he is standing. He is moving in that realm. Plenitude, what one would call in Sanskrit, Vasu, the fullness, Vasu, Vasundhara, that is the name of the earth. Vasundhara means she, earth, who holds the plenitude in its truest sense. So it is that Vasundhara, the true Vasundhara, in which now he is moving. In the world of that true earth, he is moving there. He stood, all stood in an original plenitude, hushed and fulfilled before they could create. Here was engendered the spiritual birth. When Ashwapati is there, his true birth has taken place there. What one might say, his second birth has happened here. Spiritual birth has happened here. The mortal birth is already there, but now the true birth has taken place when he is in that world of plenitude, in that realm, in the arms of Vasundhara. It is in her womb that his second birth has taken place. He has become what we would call Dvija, twice born. Ashwapati has become twice born. His mortal birth, his human birth, has now turned into a full, splendid, glorious spiritual birth. He clothed the finite scroll to the infinite. 1,000 rows leaped into eternity, or singing ran to meet God's veilless face. So this is the kind of an experience Ashwapati has in that world. In fact, out of the neutral silence of his soul, he passed to its phase of puissance and of calm, dynamism as well as quiescence. Both of them are simultaneously present in him. Puissance and calm, Shanta and Shaktimaya. Both of them are simultaneously present there. He passed to his fields of puissance and of calm, and saw the powers that stand above the world, the gods of the supramental world. It is they whom he meets, and it is they who govern all the movements here, and it is they who should eventually manifest themselves in this world. And saw the powers that stand above the world traverse. Now that seeing all those powers is possible only when he goes into that realm beyond puissance and calm. Traverse the realms of the supreme idea and sought the summit of created things and the almighty source of cosmic change. In fact, that is the whole purpose of his journey, of his yoga, of his tapasya, of his going from place to place, traveling from the lower worlds all the way up to the superconscious. That is the whole purpose. He wants to find out something by which this world can be changed. And the almighty source of cosmic change, who is going to change this world? It is that he must discover. It is that he must find. And it is in the superconscious that he is going to find it. It is there that he is going to meet the divine Shakti, and he will identify that yes, this is the person, this is the power, this is the Shakti who can really bring about a change in this world. Travel the realms of the supreme idea, that is the real idea. Real idea means Supermind itself. He is now moving freely everywhere in the supramental world. Travel the realms of the supreme idea and sought the summit of created thing right above all this creation, into the Satchidananda, where from this creation ensues. It is there he seeks the solution for this creation and the almighty source of cosmic change. There knowledge called him to her mystic peaks. It is there he will get the knowledge, what to do, in what manner to do, etc. And then later on, we are here on peaks where silence listens with still heart, where silence listens with still heart. His heart has become absolutely quiet. His whole being is pervaded, filled with silence, and it is that all-pervasive silence and the stillness of his heart that he hears the true voice. It is there he can get an intimation of how to bring about a change in the cosmos here, the cosmic change for which he is undertaking this mission. It is there he is going to listen the command. On peaks where silence listens with a still heart to the rhythmic meters of the rolling worlds. All these chandas, the rhythms, bhavi, the words move here. It is their sound he is listening. It is said that when Vishwamitra received the Gayatri Mantra, suddenly the entire sequence of movements of this creation got revealed to him. By this creation, what is its movement, what is its purpose, where it is going, how it has arisen, everything suddenly became known to him the moment he received the Gayatri Mantra. Om Tat Savitur Varenyam Vargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodayat. This is free. It is that which had the power to set all these worlds into motion. That is the Gayatri Mantra of Vishwamitra. Now, in Shivendu's Gayatri Mantra, the power is to bring those meters, those movements, those changes into the mortal creation here. On peaks where silence listens with a still heart to the rhythmic meters of the rolling worlds, he served sessions of the triple fire. It is there Ashwapati is attending the rites of Agni in its three forms, triple fire. What is triple fire? Saura Agni, Vidyuta Agni, Jada Agni. These are the three forms of Agni. Saura, Vidyuta, Jada. Or we can say also that Agni is stationed in three places. In the luminous world, Agni is the sun, the solar Agni, Saurya Agni. In the mid-region, Agni is lightning, Vidyuta. On earth, Agni is Agni. We may call it Jada Agni. But it is that Agni which really sustains this earth. So we have got in the heaven sun, in the mid-region lightning, on earth Agni. This is the triple fire, triple Agni. And Ashwapati is now in session with that Agni in the transcendent, in the superconscient world. In the traditional sense of yajna, we have got three types of Agni. Household Agni, or what is called Grahapatya Agni. Then we have got Havaniya fire, or Dakshina Agni. Then we have got fire of the gods, Havaniya fire. These are the three forms in which the yajna is done. Offering of the earth, offering in the mid-region, offering in heaven. These are the three types of offerings the yajna is constantly doing. And Ashwapati is now doing, is having sessions with the triple Agni in the superconscious. Session for what? Agni is the form builder. Agni is the creator of form in the material world here. So if you worship Agni, if you invoke Agni, if you kind of compel him to take birth here, then it is this physical body which can become supramental. It is the power of Agni to transform the physical into the supramental. And therefore Ashwapati is having a session with the triple Agni, that all the three modes of Agni are invoked, and it is they who should operate in the mortal creation here. He served the sessions of the triple fire on the rim of two continents of slumber and trance, of Sushupti and Pradnya. He is there. Slumber and trance. He heard the ever unspoken reality's voice. Unspoken voice, it is that reality which is speaking to Ashwapati, because he is invoking, he is in session with the triple Agni. So it is the reality who had never spoken so far. It is that reality which is now speaking to Ashwapati. He heard the ever unspoken reality's voice, awakened revelations, a mystic cry, the birthplace found of the hidden infallible word, and lived in the rays of an intuitive sun. Absorbed from the ligaments of death and sleep, he rode the lightning seas of cosmic mind and crossed the oceans of original sound on the last step to the supernal birth. He trod along extinction's narrow edge near the high verges of eternity and mounted the gold ridge or the world dream between the slayer and the savior fire. The belt He reached the unchanging truth, made borders of the inexpressible light, and thrilled with the presence of the ineffable. Above him, he saw the flaming hierarchies. And he will stop with that.